In the ongoing series of e-banking, today we will be talking more on this module. E-banking or electronic banking is a major innovation in the field of banking. Earlier, banking was conducted in a very traditional manner and there was no such innovation. Information revolution led to the evolution of internet, which led to e-commerce, continued by evolution of e-banking. So we can say e-banking is a facility under which the customer can perform the basic banking transaction electronically, round the clock and throughout the world. And information technology refers to the use of computers and telecommunications for producing and obtaining and sending the information. So e-banking is also known as online banking or virtual banking or internet banking. So these are the synonyms of e-banking, and it is a system that enables the banking transactions like transfer of funds, payment of loans, EMIs, deposits and withdrawal of cash virtually with the help of internet. So e-banking plays a pivotal role in the present banking functioning. The electronic banking is inferred to be safe and secured compared to physical banking. It ensures a qualitative banking operations compared to traditional banking. E-banking in India is still in the early stages of growth and development. The competition and changes in the technology have actually transformed the face of banking sector in India. The online banking system will typically connect to be a part of the core banking system operated by a bank to provide the customers with the access to banking services in addition to or in the place of traditional branch banking. To elaborate more on the online banking significantly reduces the bank's operating cost by reducing the reliance on a branch network and offers a greater convenience to some customers by lessening the need to visit a branch as well as the convenience of being able to perform the banking transactions even when the branches are closed. So it is like 24/7 the availability of the banking functions for a customer. The internet banking provides the personal and the corporate banking services, offering the features like viewing your account balances, obtaining the statements, checking the recent transactions, transferring the money between accounts and making the payments. So internet banking and e-banking are almost synonymous, except the latter is a broader term encompassing the former. Any transaction, financial or non-financial, that you make over a web page, generally the bank's website or a web application constitutes the internet banking. So you can experience the banking at your fingertips with the bank's internet banking services, which facilitates the easy transfers, quick bill payments and access to loan details. On the other hand, mobile banking happens through your mobile phone number via bank's mobile banking application. There are some e-tools also of the credit and the debit cards. These are the e-banking tools. So to elaborate what the debit and the credit card means, the debit cards can help us easily withdraw the cash from ATMs and the POS, that is the point of sale machines. And on the other hand, the credit card allows the customer to borrow the funds up to a pre-approved limit and help them avail a range of offers. So let us elaborate on advantages of e-banking. The first and the foremost advantage of e-banking is 24/7 availability. The availability of banking services is the time restricted at the bank. However, The net banking caters to a customer's banking requirements 24/7. One can access any bank service at any time from anywhere via net now. So the customers need not visit the bank to access the banking services, as everything is within a click and a click reach. The second advantage when you talk about e-banking is convenient financial transactions. Financial transactions such as fund transfer, bill payments, recharges, etc. are the most used services on net banking. This is because net banking has made the entire process of the payments extremely easy, and such transactions can easily be performed anytime as per the convenience of the user. The next advantage when you talk about e-banking is a secure banking system. Your net banking account as well as the financial transactions are secured with login and transaction password. Some banks' net banking portals use two-factor authentication to secure the account. The internet banking is a secure payment system for the customers. The next is access to other services. Besides the fund transfer, the net banking enables the customers to use non-financial services such as balance inquiry, requesting a demand draft, issuance of a checkbook, and applying for a personal loan. There are some transactions relating to tax payments and open fixed deposits account and recurring deposit accounts, etc. You can start investments, check mortgages, and manage your trading account. So these are not a comprehensive list which the banking offers today. There are many more artificial intelligence enabled services which are being offered by the Indian banking system and also across the globe. So we can say, to summarize the advantages of the banking, the first is the round-the-clock banking, checking balances and also doing the banking transactions. There is a convenience and the low service charges are there. Then of course, it is a profitable banking because you are taking a step towards sustainable development and trying to decarbonize the economy. Without visiting the bank branch, you are able to substantially reduce the cost and hence the profitability of the banks are moving up. There is also a quality banking which ensures the customer delight. And not only this, there is a speed banking also in which you can do the banking transaction in no minutes. With a blink of an eye, you can transfer the money everywhere. Now coming on to the disadvantages of e-banking. No actual branches. The workers at your local branch may be spoken with directly when you use a traditional bank, and when you require the extra financial services such as loan or when you must modify your banking arrangements, that can be of course a benefit. So most of it when you talk about that you are actually into no actual branches. So in addition to this, many conventional banks offer the current client special deals on the credit cards, vehicle loans and mortgages. So within an online bank, you are probably having a less access to in-person assistance and of course the fewer chances to form those interpersonal bonds because everything is impersonalized here. Then we talk about the other disadvantages of e-banking. We have a tech-related service disruptions. We are dependent on reliability and effectiveness of the system whenever we utilize the computers or an internet connection. If your internet service is delayed or unavailable for a while, it will obviously limit your ability to access the account online. Similarly, you won't be able to access your banking information over the internet or a mobile device if the bank's servers crash or becomes momentarily inaccessible as a result of planned site maintenance. So these are the basic tech related services disruptions which the customers have to face frequently. Now there are some other concerns also when you talk about the disadvantages of e-banking. The major concern about identity theft and the security. In general, internet banking platforms and the mobile applications should be secure because the bank frequently installs new security measures. However, neither the system is completely safe and can hack the accounts, which can result in identity theft due to the stolen login credentials, which is a major concern, and many of the customers have actually faced the identity theft, owing to which they have suffered the substantial losses. So therefore, even if you may generally use a mobile or online banking with confidence, be cautious to avoid using insecure networks. Change of the passwords should be frequently done, and you should safeguard your login information and should not be sharing even with your relatives and friends. Another disadvantage which we see about the e-banking is faster is not always more convenient. So even when it can just take a few seconds to deposit a check using a bank's mobile application, you still have to wait before your money is available. Online banking is convenient in that it saves time on the travel and a line waiting at branches. But depending on the amount placed, it might take up to 3 business days for all the deposits to be reviewed and the money into the availability of the access of the customer. Another disadvantage when you talk about the e-banking is the possibility of overspending. Some people could exceed their checking account limitations as a result of being able to check account balances on the spur of a moment. So the account balance might not accurately reflect your true available funds unless you carefully review your checkbook or a list of debit transactions that were not cleared. So if you don't keep a close eye on all your transactions, the overdraft and the fees may happen, which is supposed to be a big loss to the customer, because in the next transaction what you do with the bank, the additional banking charges are added, so which gives a displeasure experience for a customer. So we can say about the limitations of the e-banking, there is a startup cost, there is a training and maintenance cost, there is a security issue, and there is a lack of a skilled personnel because everyone and anyone cannot handle the e-banking experiences. Now let me give you a picture of e-banking in Indian perspective. In India, innovation in banking sector was begun since 1991 with the introduction of liberalization and the globalization process. As a result of it, the e-banking came into progress. So this information technology revamps the entire banking sector. E-banking drastically and rapidly altered the way of client banking, and the banks started providing the different type of client services relating to cash deposits, withdrawals, that too through electronic means. And due to this IT revolution, the number of electronic transactions are increasing day by day, and the world has emerged as a cyber world where each and everyone is connected through internet. E-banking made the mobility of the foreign funds and investments possible, which turned the world into a global market and this market is growing so fast that it has almost abolished the effect of the national boundaries. So it is not wrong to say that this IT revolution in the banking sector in form of e-banking has introduced new banking paradigm in the country like India. And when you talk about the last 3 decades, the operational efficiency of the Indian banks has increased to several folds, and now the time taken by the banks in performing different transactions has been reduced. With this advancement, competition among the banks has also increased. Every bank is trying to use as much latest technological innovations in the order to facilitate its customers. And one of the key features in this regard is innovation banking or e-banking, which is a lot of banks are currently providing in India. The internet banking or e-banking refers to a system that is allowing the individual customers to perform the various banking activities from the different sites like their home, office and other locations via internet-based secured networks. And through the internet or online banking, traditional banking are enabling the customers to perform all routine transactions such as account transfers, balance inquiries, the payment of the bill and stop payment request also. And some of even offer online loan and the credit card applications also. So the internet banking is a web-based service that enables the bank authorized customers to access their account information and permits the customer to log on to the bank website with the help of the bank's issued identification, and in the normal layman's language we call it as a PIN number, that is the personal identification number. With the help of this PIN, you are able to perform all the banking online with the help of internet. So the banking system verifies the user and provides the access to the requested services, and the range of the product and the services offered by each bank on the internet differs widely in their content. So the popular services provided by e-banking are ATM, telebanking, internet banking, mobile banking and anywhere and anytime banking, etc. So this technology adoption in India has actually shifted the bank more of a capital intensive fixed cost industry from a labor intensive variable cost industry, which is a very, very important key trend to note. And the concept of e-banking is still date evolving, and it still involves a lot of innovation and that are taking place every day, and there is an AI increased use in the core business applications, which is making huge reduction in the cost. So there are many opportunities as well as the challenges which are available in e-banking in Indian banking systems. There is a future of this kind of e-services which is offered by e-banking. So e-banking services are not only convenient, but they are also shaping the future of the banking. With the rise of mobile banking, the banking services can now be accessed through a mobile app on your smartphones, making it even more convenient and accessible. And in addition, many e-banking services now offer advanced features like budgeting tools and investment advice, allowing the individuals to take control of their finances and make informed financial decisions. There are different types of e-banking services which are pertinent to mention. There are several types of e-banking services available, each offering different features and the benefits. Some common types of e-banking systems include online banking, which allows the customers to view the account balances and transfer the funds and pay the bills through a website. There is a mobile banking, which allows the customer to access the banking services through a mobile app on their smartphones. There is a social banking, which allows the customer to access the banking services through social media platforms like Facebook. And there are digital wallets available, which allows the convenience to the customers to make possible all the transaction in a blink of an eye and store the personal information and financial details on their smartphones.